Hey, I hope you're doing well. Today on the channel, we've got the most patriotic flashlight I've ever seen. This is the Warrior 3S Stars and Stripes edition from Olight, and I think it turned out really well. My main objective in this video is just to give you a really good look at this flashlight and its finish. The Warrior 3S as a flashlight model has been out for quite some time now. Nevertheless, I will go over the features and operation of this briefly, and we will check out the beam shots of this as well. But the main point of the video, I think, is just to kind of show you how this thing turned out. Anodization, I don't know how they do it with this much detail, but they succeed, that's for sure. There are very few companies, if any, that can keep up with Olight when it comes to designing cool looking flashlights, in my opinion. But in any case, yeah, if you're not familiar with the Warrior 3S, basically it is a tactical style 21700 battery sized flashlight. It's got a rear tail switch here, a side switch. You've got your battery status illuminator LEDs on the right side of the switch, your output setting LED indicators on the left side. It's got a proximity sensor right here in that little crescent. So basically what that means is you're going to see when this is on turbo, if I hold it down to something close, it's going to drop the output automatically and then re-up it when it. So it basically detects if something's right in the middle, in front of the light, and then dims that output so you don't wash out your vision with that backsplash from all the light. But pretty cool features on this thing. It's got good grip. The operation is pretty straightforward. I might as well just go through that now. So you can turn on this flashlight from either the tail switch or the side switch. From the side switch, if you want to lock the flashlight out, you just hold for about 2 seconds. And then when you go to click it, you'll get a little red indicator letting you know the flashlight's locked out. So if you're going to be if you don't need it for a while and you just want to stow it away and make sure it doesn't accidentally turn on and drain your battery, that's a good way to do that. To get it out of lockout mode is the same process. You're just going to hold for about 2 seconds and then it's back unlocked. From off, if you hold the switch for 1 second, you're going to get into a moonlight mode, the lowest output setting. And then from here, if you just hold the switch down, you're going to step up in output. So holding the switch down and it's just going to cycle. So it'll go low, medium, high, etc. Low, medium, high. If you want to get to turbo, it's a double click. And then it may step down on you. Like I said, if it detects something, you can overwrite that by double clicking within 5 seconds of the step down. So let's say you click on turbo and then it steps down because you're in fog or smoke or something like that, but you do want that turbo. You can tell the light, no, I do want that, and double click to override it. So that's how you override the sensor. The tail switch operation is even easier. Basically, you can turn the light on from this tail switch with either a full or a half press. A half press in the factory setting will get you to medium, and a full press will get you into turbo. You can also lightly, or I guess just press and release. So if I lightly press to get into medium, I'm now in the momentary mode. So when I release my thumb pressure from this switch, it'll turn off the flashlight. So if you just want to, check something out and then release, easy way to do that. Then there's a menu or another way you can set this flashlight up called tactical mode. And how you access that is by fully pressing the tail switch and then pressing the side switch while you have this fully clicked. And you're going to see some strobe. So if you're sensitive to that, please skip ahead a little bit or look away. But yeah, if you fully press this switch just like so, and then we click this, we've now put the flashlight in tactical mode. So now whenever we half press the switch, we're going to get into turbo straight away. There's a ton of output. And then if we full press, it's going to be strobe. So once again, just look away. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, basically we're doing strobe now. So that's the tactical mode. To switch it back, it's the exact same things. What's included with the flashlight, you get the flashlight itself, which does have a 2-way clip on it. You get the included battery, which I'll give you a look at here. It's a 21700 proprietary battery from Olight. Proprietary just means that you will need to use an Olight battery in this flashlight, not just any 21700. But here's a look at that cell. 5000 milliamp hour capacity, 3.6 nominal voltage. And Olight does make good batteries. They perform really well. Here's a look at the threading on the rear. It's squared off and well lubricated. As usual, there's a look at that O-ring as well to preserve your watertight sealing. And the flashlight also comes with a soft holster and I believe it is nylon. It's also got a softer plastic on the inside. It's a soft shell holster, but it holds its shape really well. It does have a little port in the bottom for drainage and a D-ring over here. There's a couple of straps on the back, or loops. One has a button and the other is fixed. There might be, yeah, okay, it's stitched together, cool. So yeah, there's a thicker one and two thick ones, one that's fixed and one with a button, a little latch. And then here's a look at that button to access the light. Works pretty well. So that is a nice thing to have included with a larger flashlight. I don't use holsters myself, but for larger lights, it's nice when they're included, because carrying these on person sometimes can be a bit cumbersome, depending on who you are. But in addition to that, you get a manual. The packaging is really nice, as I mentioned before. Here's a look at that. Got the max lumen output and throw specs up front. Additional runtime specs on the back here as well. And there's your IPX8 waterproof rating, candela, throw, weight, measurements, everything like that. Another thing that's included is a magnetic charging cable. Olight has a charging system in which you can just plop their charger on the tail portion of their flashlights and it will charge up the light. When the light's fully charged, you'll see a green LED illuminating this translucent bit. I hope you've got a good look at this flashlight up close. Now let's take it outside for the beam shots. If you look closely, you might be able to see a firefly or two out here tonight. So the lowest level of output on the Warrior 3S is a 1 lumen moonlight mode, and this can be sustained for 55 days. After this, we've got a 15 lumen low mode with a 130 hour runtime. And then after this, we're going to jump up to a 200 lumen medium mode, and this has 13-hour runtime here. You can start to note the beam profile a bit with this. There is high mode, 800 lumens. Eventually this will step down to 250 lumens. And now for the fun part, let's kick it on to turbo. Max output setting here, 2300 lumens and 23,000 candela. So a lot of light intensity, good amount of throw from this flashlight. Because this flashlight's narrow from head to tail, there's not a lot of excess aluminum, so the head portion especially can get warm. Just wanted to point that out, but very impressive output coming from this. As usual, I hope this video gave you a good look at this flashlight and what it is capable of and how it looks, what's included with it, its operation, and so on. If you got value out of the video, I humbly ask you just leave a like on it. It helps me grow the channel. If you have any other questions about it that I didn't cover, please put them in the comments. I try to get to those quickly. But otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.